We are here, and we've never met, and we've never left. This one said met. We're explaining we never met in the physical, but we are here always with you, and we never leave either of you, either one of you, for we are always connected. And we are connected to this one always within her mind, within her thoughts, within her feelings, within her emotions, and always within the heart. However, we always want to say that we are always here in all different forms and different ways, with all of you, with each of you, with more than just each of you, with everyone, here and there and everywhere. We have never met. We will say we have, on the physical, we have met, absolutely, on other levels of consciousness, yes. And even within your thoughts, sometimes, at times, it is particles, shall we say, of us. This one thinks part of us, but we'll say particles, for we come in particles and then atoms, and we can get into physics with that, the waves and the different particles that come in and come out of your physical beingness, of your physicalities, of the physical world. There are particles and atoms, and you will see light particles come in and out. Occasionally when you talk about orbs or lights, all of a sudden you may see a light flash in the corner of your eye or within. Those, many times, those are us, part of us, particles of us, we will say. And all of you experience that at times, because you are all within this time frame, but you are in other time frames as well, in other dimensions and without time, and so you have particles over there. We have particles that come in and out here. You have particles that come in and out here. So we are always interweaving, shall we say, our particles, our waves, our forms, our thought forms. All of this is always together, always. And that's why we can say that we're always with you, for we are in and out of physicality through the particles, through the atoms, through the light. The light is a particle, and it can be a wave as well. So we will say that we're always with you, and to get into that, to make more of that, to expand on that. This one can only understand part of it. You may only understand part of it, for there is much, much more that nobody, no physical being on this earth plane can comprehend with their physical mind, their physical brain, and that's what we'll say about that. For you are noticing things more in this time frame, in this dimension, because you are expanding more. And those particles you will see more and more of. As we want to tell you, both of you have done this, and you have seen these particles, these waves, these they can take form as well as what we said, the orbs, they can take form. The lights going in and out, they can take form. They can present themselves as you see spirits, as you see other dimensions. And when you see spirits, you are basically looking at another dimension, another particle, particles taking somewhat of a form. And you are creating that in a way, because you are sending out your particles into other dimensions because you live in other dimensions, but physical particles, and accepting those particles back in form. We could expand on this, but this is tricky, shall we say, in your words, tricky. For humans have a way of defining things by their experiences, by what they have projected from their belief systems, and you do create all of it. All of it is a projection of your thought forms, your particles, your waveforms, your light. You are projected here from source, from creator source, and you project that again outwards into your reality. And there is no difference between each, for all is connected. All is connected. And we will say that part of what this one got is the connection, but it wasn't just the connection to source, to all that is, to those particles that show themselves and disappear and reform themselves, reformat. There is a reformation going on Earth at this time, but you will sense it and feel it within your heart center before you will accept it completely, before you will realize, make real it completely. You feel it first. For we were speaking to this one of the not so much the connection, but the sameness, the incredible sameness of each of you individually, because you are made of the same source. You are created from the same source. And you will find soon, and it is already happening, it has happened for a while, it is continuing to happen, and it will continue to expand, the connection to others that you never felt before connected to, that you never felt before was part of your circle, your friends, your we will say enemies because they aren't that either, your family. You are beginning to feel a connection to others in a more substantial way now, with compassion. You feel the fella that has a different, can we say, skin tone, a different societal belief than what you have, a different society, a different place that he or she comes from, may wear a turban, may not wear a turban, may be a child, may be an adult. You are starting to feel, this is very important for the earth plane, you are starting to feel a oneness, a unity. This one is feeling love. This one is feeling love. A unity with all others, regardless of what they present themselves to be, how they look, how they act, who they are, what they wear, regardless of their financial status, regardless of anything. You are beginning to connect human to human in a very deep, loving way. This one is feeling, we are definitely giving this one some feelings about this. When you see another that you have never understood or known, you know nothing about them, you feel a unity with them. For on the surface, they may be different, but they are the same internally, within themselves. The same creator source is within them. And this is what is bringing about the unity consciousness, the compassion, the understanding, the feeling of it, the emotions. You get emotional because of your feelings, and you will reach a time in the not too distant future when you will feel more of a connection, as if they are family, and you will wonder to yourself, I feel so connected to this person, to these people, to this society, to they are not just on the other side of the world anymore. They are a part of us, and you will respect them, admire them, honor them, and feel that connection to them. And that's what brings the unity into consciousness. Eventually you will know within your brain, within your mind, that we are all the same. We, us, you, them. There is a we to us. A we. It is a world of we are. We are. We are. Up, down, here, everywhere. It is a we. Whether you feel the connection to others and other dimensions and other worlds. Many talk about the Pleiadians, the Arcturians, and so on and so forth. It is a we. You are coming into a we consciousness because of the particles coming in and out and in and out, and you will feel the others. You will feel them as part of you, part of Source. And that is what's growing on Earth. The compassion, for no one is different from you internally. No one is different from us internally. No one is different from anyone. It is a we. We want to make sure you understand that. And society, human beings have a way of being in a group, being accepted because of the way you think, your belief systems, the way you were raised, your monetary systems, whatever. You define yourself from outside of yourself. All kinds of ways: the color of your skin, the color of your eyes, the color of your hair, the clothes you wear, the money you have, the people around you, your family, of course, is definitely connected. But you are expanding that into a worldview of connection. And many of you have already done this, but you have done it with the mind. This is what we should do. We can do this for others because they have this problem, or they have that problem, or whatever. But there will be a time when all will be viewed as identical. It will be a we. You will have eventually a society where there are many different variations of color and dress, and you say you have that now, but not really. You have a certain number of you in a circle here, a certain number of you in a circle here. You are still divided. You are still separated by your certain belief systems and your certain ways of doing things and your certain food that you eat and all these other things all things separate you. You look for separation rather than togetherness. This one is feeling it here, that a connection to all. a connection, a deep connection. And we want to tell you this, that when you look at others, rather than look at them with judgment or thoughts of, well, you know, they were raised this way, or they said this, or they did that, or we should feel this way, or we should feel that way, or we should do this about them, or when you look at them and you feel heart to heart, soul to soul, you will feel like you want to wrap your arms around them and welcome them home. Welcome them home. You are raising into home. Welcome them there. You are all together. You are all a part of us. Them that you say as well as yourself. Welcome home. We welcome you home. Welcome all home, for this is where you are heading. Feel that. Feel that. Once you start feeling that, acknowledging that, you will raise all to home. You will help raise all to home. You don't have to necessarily do anything. Feel it. We ask you to just feel the connection, the source, regardless of what you see on the outside. For there will be a day when all will be welcomed home. We just wanted to remind you of that. Use your heart. Use your compassion. That is the end result. There is always more. There are many earths. Which one do you want to belong to? And you must ask yourself that. For if you choose to go this way, then this is what you will experience on that earth. If you choose to go this way, then this is what you will experience on that earth. For each choice you make brings about a reality for you, but the choice includes your thoughts and your feelings about what you see. You see? So what you see, you can make higher or you can bring lower. It is dependent on your thoughts and your feelings about what you see. You are infinite. You are infinite. You never began, you will never end. Once you are completed on this earth plane, once you have completed your mission, your choice, and many of you have already completed that and you are going on. Once you have completed what you have come here to do, you have a choice with the heart of what else you wish to complete. And mostly we will say, most of you need to complete what's inside of you. The love for yourself, the compassion for yourself. For many get on a treadmill of trying to do for others, whether it is healing others, whether it is giving to others, whether it is whatever it is, giving of your emotions to others. Oh, I feel sorry for this person, I must do this, I must do that. Oh, well, I must do that for those people, or I must do that. That is not where it's at so much as in here for yourself first, and then that just flows outward. It flows outward to all who come within your energy. As you give love and compassion to yourself, it flows out, whether you realize it or not, make it real or not. It is there, and it touches others. And when we said at the beginning, the molecules, they go in and out. You are going in and out always. Always. There are lights within your molecules, within your DNA, within you, within the cells that go in and out, in and out. For you are connected. You are connected to the all, and all is connected to the all. There is no physical human that is more than or less than. They have chosen their path in this lifetime in order to experience, and through that experience they learn, but so do others around them. And that is well and good. And we will say that even a child, they have a right to come into this earth. They are not owned by you. They are souls. They are light that has chosen you as a mother or a father, whatever. They have chosen you, and they have a right to grow through you and then from you. Others try to, many others, try to control their adult children. This one, we will say this one, and she may not like it, but we'll say it anyway. This one tries to control her adult child by the feelings, the emotions that she gives, the guilt that she feels over how her adult child is. And many of you do this with children. You raise them, you support them, you nourish them, and then allow them to walk their path, whether it is one of pain, whether it is one of joy, whether it is many different experiences. They have their own path to walk, their own experiences to explore. This is what they chose before they came to earth. Allow them that. Give them that. Provide them that. You can still be nice to them. You can still give of yourself to them if you so wish, but without control. You see, humanity is still very big on control. Whether it is through the thought, the emotions, the feelings, or the deeds, you wish to control your life, others' lives. If only that person that I love would do that. Well, I will help that person do that. No, you can provide information, but you must allow them to walk their path. You do not have a right to take that away from them. Mm-hmm. This one is, okay, yes. Even if it is an illness and you say, oh, that looks horrible. Even if it is an illness or whatever, and this one you love complains to you, complains about the illness, you can only have compassion for them, and that is loving them regardless, because you must realize, this one must realize, that every person, every human has a specific path to explore. And this one may want to explore this. This one may want to explore this, but when you get involved with your feeling sorry for, rather than just loving the process that they are experiencing, and it is very, 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 very difficult, we will say, but if you can allow that one or that one through your giving of your space and your love to allow them without feeling like you must do something to heal them, to help them. That is all and good. You can find information, whatever, but you cannot. We want to say you have to be aware of why you are doing that. For many, do it to ease their own minds, to feel like they have contributed so they don't feel guilty, so they don't feel sorrow, so they don't feel blame for themselves. So you must realize why you want to do that for another. If it is purely from the heart of compassion, compassion says, I would love to help you in some way of helping yourself. I would love to give you this information or whatever it is out of love. But then you let go of it and you allow them then to make their choice. It is very difficult when one feels such a strong connection through that love link that you have to others. It is a very strong connection, but you must feel and decide within your mind, within your thoughts, why am I doing this? What result do I get? Is it just to make me feel better, or less guilty, or less sorrowful? You must, all must look within to find the source of your connection, the real source, and then the source of your mind. Why do you do this? It is a need of the one giving to give. So discover that need. And sometimes humans will give out of a need to feel better. That is all. It is a need rather than a choice to really truly feel compassion and love. And you can have both. There is no separation there as well, but it is an exploration of why. Because they have chosen that, you see, all of us choose our realities, all of us create our realities, and some choose without knowing that they choose. But when a person is over the fire, shall we say, enough and get burnt enough, then they finally realize that maybe there is truth in what that person said, or maybe there is something more I can do to get out of this fire, you see. But they have chosen that as a means for exploring themselves, for we choose, they all choose all of it, whether you're on this side or whether you're on that side. You choose what you want to explore. And we will say that, yes, for this side. When you get here, you again make choices. of what you want to explore next, where you want to go, what you want to do. It is all expanding yourselves. And you may think, well, these ones are not expanding themselves if they just boil down, shall we say, into this frame of pain and anger, and how can they be exploring themselves and that? But you do not see the worth in that, because you cannot see their soul. Their soul. They have chosen that experience to expand who they are. Their soul. It's all about the soul. It's all about expansion. There is nothing that you can view on the outside that is less than the soul's expansion. Ever. That is a perfectly beautiful thing to do. That is a wonderful thing to do. For when you send light and love, and you can truly feel that, this compassion for them, when you can feel that and send that to them, that raises their vibration to also a state that they can then more clearly, shall we say, see the situation they're in to help that. But we want to also say that it's not that we do not want you to do anything, but whatever you do, whether it's sending light and love, whether it's sending financial gain, whether it's giving them food or an apple or whatever, it must come from the heart. It must be from the heart. And then it is their choice to do with it whatever they want. You see, when you give out of control, and there are many people that will say, well, I would give to that one, but they'll just drink it up, or they will just buy dope, or they will just blah, 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 blah. And we say, then you are controlling that outcome. You cannot control the outcome. When you give from your heart, that also adds to who you are, because you feel that. It's not out of need, it's out of compassion. And there is a difference. And you must recognize that difference within yourself. Because if you have an expectation on what you give, or an outcome from what you give, then you are not really giving from the heart. You are trying to control the outcome. Well, we'll say send light and love, and then let it go.
Yes.
Because then that gives them the opportunity to feel it, to sense it, to grow from it, or do whatever they wish to do with it. But feel it. Get into that state of feeling, because this is where humanity is going. Really, into the state of compassion and feeling that connection. And if you think, oh, well, that person is out there and they're doing this or that, or they're needing this or that, or whatever, so I'll send them light and love, then you are not connecting with them. If it comes from the heart, can you truly feel that compassion for them? If it comes from the heart and you send them light and love, you are sending God to them. You are helping create that creator within them. You are helping their soul expand them, or them expand their soul, you see. But if you say to yourself, well, I'll just send them light and love, but you are disconnected from them because you don't feel that, your emotions do not feel empathy or compassion for them, there is no need to send them light and love without attachment to the outcome.
Yes.
Yes, but you have an attachment to them through the compassion, because you are heart to heart, and they will feel it, the outcome. Absolutely. Yes, because I love me, I share my love of me and my compassion of me with that one. May you be forever blessed. May you feel the energy of Source within you. And then let it go. Yes, that is where all of you are going. It is expressing the one inside for the one outside of you. The unity of one. The one inside to the one outside. All one.